All right. So, former Prince Andrew arrested following Epstein files revelations. Andrew Mountbatten Windsor was arrested on his birthday Thursday on suspicion of misconduct in public office and subsequently released under investigation. So, this is the latest video that I'm doing today. That is an Epstein. That is an update on the Epstein files and what has been going on with them. Right. Um, this is one of those stories. I mean, lately I've been liking to say how I was introduced to all the stories that I cover. This is one of those ones. Do you live in the do you look at the news at all? This was on every single notification I got. Every time I looked at my phone, this was one of the biggest stories that I saw today. Prince Andrew, former Prince Andrew, arrested for his connection in the Epstein files. And you can see from right here a picture, like one of the legendary pictures of just like the disgustingness of the situation that brought it to light, and probably put a lot of faces or people's faces right in front of it, right? So this is a big headline, and we're gonna read a little bit of this article as usual. Like I've been doing, I'll post a link to this article for you to read for yourself, but this is one of those ones where choose the news that you like and read the article from it, because everyone's gonna have a story on Prince Andrew getting arrested. Okay, so in London, all right. Police arrested the former Prince Andrew on Thursday on suspicion of misconduct while in office, following weeks of new revelations over his relationship with convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. And we saw that picture of Ghislaine Maxwell, Prince Andrew, and Virginia. And I know I'm gonna say her name wrong, and I don't want to do that. But one of the most prominent victims of Jeffrey Epstein, right? He was released from police custody 11 hours later, the former Prince Andrew, under investigation. Thomas Valley Police said in a later statement, meaning he has neither been charged nor exonerated. All right. And we're going to skip a little bit. All right. Let's see. In his comments early Thursday, the king directly addressed the British public and signed the statement Charles R. rather than the usual practice of issuing it through Buckingham Palace. I have learned with the deepest concern that the news about Andrew Mountbatten Windsor in suspicion of misconduct in public office. What now follows is the full, fair, and proper process by which this issue is investigated in the appropriate manner and by the appropriate authorities. All right. In this, as I've said before, they have our full and wholehearted support and cooperation. Charles did not respond when he was asked for further comment by reporters as he attended an event to mark the start of London Fashion Week. The scandal surrounding Mountbatten Windsor has centered on the accusations of Virginia Roberts Goffery. I'm sorry if I'm saying her, I'm so bad at names, who alleged that she was trafficked by Epstein to his powerful friends, including the former prince. Mountbatten Windsor stepped back from active royal duties in 2019 and in 2022. Okay? And it is the first in an age, and let me see, the Queen's reaction. And it basically kind of ends with saying that this is the first major figure to be arrested in connection to the Epstein files, in connection to what Epstein was doing. And I think that's a lot of the questions that people are asking when they're looking at this is, why has no one been arrested? Why is every single person, whether it be Bill Gates, whether it be Lex Wexner, who we need to talk about, whether it needs to be Ehud Barak, which we talked about in another one of my videos that I posted today. So if you haven't watched it, go watch it and follow this channel. But why every time someone is connected to Trump, connected to Epstein, including Trump, all of them say, oh, I just met him from somebody else, but I didn't know he was doing all these things. And as soon as I found out, I never talked to him again, and I regret my time with him. It's like they were handing out a pamphlet by someone to say the same thing every single time. Oh, I didn't know he was doing these things. I only met him a couple of times, and as soon as I found out, I stopped talking to him, and I'm completely disturbed by what he was doing. They say the same thing, every single one of them, and it just becomes scary, frustrating, horrifying. And again, I keep saying a theme of the videos today and probably my channel with this particular topic is, the more that comes out, you ask yourself questions, you pair those questions from what you're being told, and you cannot think anything but dangerous things, right? And finally, you see someone that's in the government that's not connected to America, so it's like, okay, get arrested. He was released. He's not exonerated, or he's not exonerated, right? But he's not guilty. So you wonder what's going to come from that. This is a dub, but I bet a lot of people have little faith, and I bet a lot of people have little faith that anyone in America will even be arrested, put in cuffs about this. We need to talk about Lex Werner, who is the former owner of Victoria's Secret that gave his entire state to Jeffrey Epstein, but somehow didn't know him. And we'll talk about that in another video, but I'll put the link to this article. Read it. Prince Andrew arrested. We'll continue to cover this story. Yeah.